straddling the blue line, finding some room, goes left circle, pocket, scores! His first Western Hockey League goal, Nolan Pocket with the beauty from the bottom left circle, and the Warriors take a 1-0 lead. Got it. Back to the right boards, Jagger, left circle, Lakovic shot. That's knocked down in the paint, loose, Jagger scores! A power play goal for Braden Jagger, and the Warriors are back in this game. But Finley, but then Berg picks up a loose puck. He'll drive in, scores! Owen Berg with a far shot as it goes off the glove of Dylan Ernst. And the Warriors trying to fight back. Up the right wall, need some quick shots here, guys. Jagger looking backdoor, Lakovic scores! With 45.8 seconds to go, Lyndon Lakovic has crawled the Warriors to within a goal. Lakovic will snag his 7th most rebound chances, and that's how they scored their goal back in the first period. Dagenstein steals, comes in far left wing, scores! Noah Dagenstein with a shot from the high left circle. It'll rainbow over the glove of Ravensbergen, and the Warriors will tie the game up at 1. Unable to put that one in deep. The Royals have it. Now they turn it right back over to Schmidt. He's got a right circle. Scores! Connor Schmidt! Far side over the blocker of Krause, and the Warriors are finally on the board.
Unassisted by number 10, Connor Schmidt.
Here's another shot. They score! Caleb Parker, in his return to Victoria, has tied the game at 2. Gateson up ahead. Looks left wing. Kovacevic looking for Berg. Right circle. Rashad scores! Owen Berg snaps it past the Royal goaltender, and the Warriors get their first lead of the hockey game. Down the ice, Jagger's going to hustle to pressure Kipke. Jagger centers, Semenuk scores!
Leslie.
Rylan Kovacevic coming up right wing, scores! Kovacevic answers back, and we're tied at 1. Chazot. Hughes up ahead. That's left wing. Hughes, toe drag, scores! Ethan Hughes' first goal of the season is a dandy.
It was a long journey through the BC division for the Moose Jaw Warriors. There were some highs, including a comeback 4-2 win in Victoria last Friday, and there were some lows, including a winless skid that stretched to 8 games before being broken in Victoria. But the Warriors learned some lessons as they look to return stronger here to the hangar tonight. Good evening, I'm Marc Smith, and welcome to IKS Media's Warriors Live in downtown Moose Jaw as the Warriors get set to battle the Lethbridge Hurricanes in their first game back on home ice in almost 3 weeks. The Warriors went 1-4 on that BC division trek, finishing up with a 6-2 loss in Vancouver last Saturday. Now the Warriors will get a stiff test as they welcome in the Central Division leading Lethbridge Hurricanes, who are coming off a wild 7-6 win over the Medicine Hat Tigers earlier this week. The Hurricanes are being led by Nashville Predators' third-round pick Miguel Marquez, who has a team-high 16 assists and 23 points, while Logan Wormo leads the team with 9 goals and 20 points so far this season. For more on what to expect from the Hurricanes, let's head down to the Warriors locker room where I caught up with head coach Mark O'Leary. Mark, you guys are back in Moose Jaw after the BC Division road trip. A 1-4 record on the road in BC. I guess, what did you guys feel like you can take away from that experience out there, and what did you learn about this team during that 5-game trek?
Well, we know what we need to work on. I think it's no different than the games before the road trip. It's recognizing that we're in good places, but understanding the importance of the competitive mindset and digging in when you're in those spots. And I think that's the thing that is getting in our way. right now between a win and a loss is those competitive moments. It's no good if you're in the right spot, if you're not willing to truly compete to get the job done. It's not going to turn out in your favor.
The one win you guys did get on that trek, is that kind of what you saw in that game when the team was able to score 4 in the third to come back?
I think we got a little bit of puck luck, and to our credit, we put some pucks to the net, and we got rewarded for it. But I thought we were better in Prince George than we were in Victoria. But again, it's learning from those moments, and whether we win the game or we lose the game, we can learn something from it. We learned something from the win in Victoria, but the game in Prince George, we did a lot of real good things too. So you can evaluate the game any way that you want, but again, it comes back to these competitive moments.
Do you feel like the team was able to, bond a little bit on that road trip and come together as a group?
Well, if you didn't after that road trip, you never will. There was a lot of time spent on the bus, a lot of time in the hotels, and certainly the trip back home was a little bit longer than we anticipated. But again, if you're around your teammates a little bit more, that's always a good thing. Whether you're going through a tough time like right now, or when things are good, they're your teammates. You have to lean on them, and if we're going to be more competitive as a group, you need your teammates to help you, and a road trip can help with that.
Seeing what you guys want to work on, how nice is it to have the week of practice here to get ready and kind of work on those things?
Well, it's as good as you make it. And I think we can draw up drills, and we can do things, execute things and do things with detail. But if we don't do it with that competitive spirit like we did today in practice, then you're not going to get anything out of it. So we get out what we put in, and today was a good day. We got a lot out of it because the guys put a lot into it.
Tough test this weekend with Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. What are you seeing out of those two teams as you get set for them?
Well, with Lethbridge starting on Friday night, they check hard. They make things real difficult inside the dots, and again, that's what the game is: taking pucks from along the boards and trying to get them inside dots, and that's where you're dangerous. And on the flip side, trying to keep them from doing it. So we know what we're up against here with Lethbridge, and we don't need to look any further than that. But we know we have our hands full with them in terms of how hard they compete. We just need to make sure we're ready to match it.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks to Coach O'Leary for joining us here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from the Warriors captain Braden Yeager to get his thoughts on the road trip and look ahead to tonight against the Hurricanes. That's next on IKS Media Warriors Live.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Warriors getting set to return to home ice against the Lethbridge Hurricanes here tonight. Let's head down to the Warriors locker room once again, where I caught up with Captain Braden Yeager. Braden, you guys back in Moose Jaw now. How nice is it to get back on home ice and get some practice time here at home to kind of fine-tune some things?
Yeah, I think it's always good to be back here. Definitely excited to play in front of our own fans. It's been a little while, so yeah, definitely nice to get some good hours and practice before this weekend. So yeah, looking forward to it.
You guys go 1-4 on your 5-game BC Division road trip. What can you guys take away from that experience and learning from mistakes and losses?
Yeah, I think I say it every interview. It's just comes down to compete. I think we have our moments where we look like a good hockey team, and moments where it's kind of lazy, lackadaisy, just out there for a twirl. But definitely gonna clean that up this week before the games, and be ready for this weekend.
Do you feel like as you guys are progressing that putting that all together in a game will come?
Yeah, I think it's a hard league. The teams out in BC were all good teams. So I think if we compete, it's we have the skill, and we have the players that can put the puck in the net. So if we just combine the compete with that and match our compete with our skill, I think we can be a pretty good team and tough team to beat.
How important will that compete level be against a team like Lethbridge, who come in and they play a pretty hard-nosed style?
Yeah, they play hard, obviously. I think it's just going to be a test for us to, come in and play even harder. I think, like I said, it's going to be a good test for us, and I think there's probably not very many teams that work a lot harder than Lethbridge. So if we can come out and do that, I think we'll be heading in the right direction.
Awesome. Good luck against the Hurricanes.
Thank you.
Thank you to Warriors captain Braden Yeager for joining us here on the pregame show. Let's wrap things up by taking a look at your starting lineups, and we'll start with the Moose Jaw Warriors, who will have 19-year-old netminder Jackson Unger between the pipes. In 14 appearances this season, Unger is 2-8-2 with a 412 goals against average and an .894 save percentage. On the different look for the starting lineup than what the Warriors have been going with as of late. They will start on the back end with the two big defensemen. Brady Ness, the 18-year-old, has 1 assist so far this season. He's paired with Wojtek Port. The 19-year-old import has 2 assists on the year for the Anaheim Ducks draft pick. Up front, Ethan Semenuk has looked good in his return to the lineup from an upper body injury. The 19-year-old has a goal and 3 points. He'll center a line with Ethan Hughes, who scored his first goal last Saturday, finally breaking through after plenty of chances. He has a goal and 5 points on the year, and they're paired with Rylan Kovacevic, third on the team in scoring, 4 goals, 12 points so far this season. Moving over to the Lethbridge Hurricanes, they will have Brady Smith between the pipes. The 19-year-old netminder has a 6-2-1 record in 10 appearances with a .340 goals against average and an .877 save percentage. On the back end, they will start Noah Chadwick, the Toronto Maple Leafs draft pick, 2 goals, 12 points on the year. He's paired with Tristan Doyle, 4 assists on the year. Up front, it'll be Hayden Pakula with a goal and 6 points, centering a line with Leo Brayar, 8 goals, 10 points on the year for the import from Switzerland, and they're paired with 19-year-old forward Shane Smith, 2 goals, 8 points on the year. So that's how things are starting for the Lethbridge Hurricanes and the Moose Jaw Warriors in this one tonight. Warriors looking to use the home cooking to get back on good terms, while the Lethbridge Hurricanes rolling coming into this one after a big win over Medicine Hat earlier this week. So it should be a good battle here in downtown Moose Jaw. Let's join James Gallo now for tonight's play-by-play action.
Warriors take on Swift Current. Let's get buy me a water for that one.